Tell us about your porn-obsessed bus driver from the first Vans Warped Tour. He was a freak, right?
It's the second Vans Warped Tour.
Oh, second one.
Yeah.
He's a freak, though.
Yeah. What was his fucking name? Mark? First Vans Warped Tour was an older dude named Loris. Old, like 67, 68. He was real cool. He was just like cool-ass old dude. This dude was like from fucking Cleveland. And he wouldn't, like, take the day room. So when you're a bus driver, especially on the Warped Tour, like, while we're at the Warped Tour, that's your nighttime. So they go sleep. So then when the show's all over, the bus driver's gotten up and had breakfast, and then they're driving overnight to the next city. But he wouldn't take the day room. He just kind of had the creepy bunk in the front of the bus right when you went through the door there. And, you'd walk in, and like if he wasn't in there, like he was kind of sloppy and messy, and, like you'd kind of kick. Basically, in his bunk was just bottles of lotion and all kinds of weird porn shit. And it was going to be hanging out. You just kind of kick it back. You know what I mean? Kick it back in the fucking bunk. Like, what the fuck? And I don't mean like he would have porn, like, like chicks with dicks that fuck actual dogs. Things like that, where you look down and be like, what the fuck, man? Grandma Pants versus the Paperboy. And you're like, the titles alone, like, I don't know where the fuck that shit comes from. He had that kind of porn. He didn't have like Wee or Hustler or whatever. He had specific, like,
holy shit.
And he was just generally fucking creepy as shit.
That's crazy. But like, you said in the past, like he would be like popping up like underneath, like the bunk underneath you, like doing weird stuff.
Yeah, he was. So I basically just assumed he was always jacking off. So what I started doing was, because those bunks are, the mattresses are plastic, and the bunks are wood, I just started peeing in the bunk. And then I would like get up and piss in the bunk and then just get out of my bunk and just hope to trickle down into his bunk. Because I could always clean the mattress off. It was easy, but I just wanted him to, like, there wasn't a lot you could do. And like, he would like come back. I had this lowrider bike that I took on tour, so you could put it at the merch booth and people would see this lowrider bike I'd built, and then they would, what the fuck is that? That put him in front of the merch booth. But he'd be like, hey man, can I borrow your lowrider bike? Sure. And he would borrow it, and then he'd come back like, man, you should go out there and just sniff around at all the pussy out there. And I'm like, and he would do it like when, like, it's just, I'm him walking on the bus, and like you're sitting there like you're on the phone with your mom, right? And I walk on the bus, and I'm that dude, and I'm like, hey Panda, you got to go outside and smell some of that hot pussy. And you're like, dude, I'm on the phone with my I'm on the phone. And he'd be like, oh, sorry, but I'm telling you, the pussy's stinky out there. And he would do it enough to where I would just avoid him, and then I just started peeing in the bunk to try to like get him to not sleep in the bunk and take the day room.
So why did you not think to try to get this guy replaced?
It's really hard to get a driver fired. Like they would have said like, well, he's just talking and there's no rule against having porn. And it's hard to get on the Warped Tour. And so like those drivers are a different breed, because like you're driving like you're doing illegal drives at night, like 10 and 12 hours and shit. So like there's only a certain group of motherfuckers that'll do it. And he's one of them. So porn, monster, bad language, like language that anyone would find unacceptable, and just a general scent that smelled like a decaying frog. So like, it just was not fun. So yeah, you just left him alone. Just let him do his shit and just, yeah. Yep.
Other than that, how was your experience on the Warped Tour?
Warped Tour is really cool. Like, you end up you make friends with like half the bands that you've heard of for years. And so generally, no matter how big anyone is, they're all pretty cool. Like they would all talk, like you could fucking play CeeLo, shoot dice and shit on the back of the stage with damn near anybody, and like poker, barbecues, all that shit. Go fishing. Shit was fun.
And I think what's cool is that usually you get a mixture of like different musical acts that you normally wouldn't see on other tours.
Yeah, it was and then you knew someone in a band and you'd bring like I forget who the fuck showed up with HR from Bad Brains, like on stage watching us. Cause I remember like, it's fucking HR, like you couldn't go up to him. There was like a security dude to get to him, and I just literally just wanted to do the thank you thing, you know what I mean? And then like, I was a fucking Everlast. Everlast was on the stage. It was fucking like K's from Lords of Brooklyn knew Everlast, and Everlast had brought HR to the Warped Tour. So they're all on stage. But we turned, off the stage and we said, Everlast is right there and HR. And I'm like, holy shit. And they were all real cool. Like everyone you met was totally normal. Like, cause no one on the tour means more than the next dude. The lineup is random every day. You could be the biggest motherfucker in the world and have to play 11:30.
Mm.
Yeah.